This is the most feared prison on Earth, the Center for Confinement of Terrorism, better known as CECOT, is not just a prison. It is a fortress, a machine designed to crush the will of 40,000 of the world's most dangerous men. Built under the orders of El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele, this mega-prison is the centerpiece of the country's war against gangs. It is not a place for rehabilitation. It is a place where the concept of freedom simply ceases to exist. Before CECOT, El Salvador was drowning in blood. MS-13 and Barrio 18 ruled the streets, running extortion rackets, murdering rivals, then turning one of the smallest nations in the Americas into one of the deadliest. Entire neighborhoods lived in fear. People paid gangs for permission just to run their shops, to keep their families alive. By 2015, El Salvador had the highest murder rate in the world. Something had to change, and fast. In March 2022, Bukele's government declared a state of exception. Civil rights were suspended. The military swept through gang-controlled areas, raiding homes, arresting anyone suspected of gang ties. In just 16 months, more than 70,000 people were arrested, nearly 2% of the nation's adult population. Some were brutal killers, others accused by neighbors or caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. But almost all of them were sent here, to CECOT, shackled, heads down, herded like cattle onto buses, surrounded by rifles, floodlights, and guards in balaclavas. CECOT itself is a monster of concrete and steel. Completed in 2022, it sprawls across 410 acres, the size of 3 football fields. 8 massive cell blocks, each with multiple levels and surrounded by 3-meter-high inner walls. The entire compound is encircled by a 9-meter outer wall, topped with electrified fencing, carrying 15,000 volts. 19 watchtowers dot the perimeter. Hundreds of cameras, some powered by artificial intelligence, track every movement. Drones patrol the skies. Armed tactical units guard every entrance. Even thinking about escape is pointless. Every inmate entering Secot must pass through a gauntlet of security. They are stripped, searched, and scanned by full-body X-ray machines so powerful they can see bones and organs, ensuring no weapon, no contraband enters. Fingerprints and photographs are taken. DNA samples are logged. A digital record is created, marking the exact moment their lives as free men end forever. Here there are no family visits, no phone calls, no letters. Once you enter Secot, you vanish from the outside world. Life inside is built to break the human spirit. Prisoners wear only white shorts, plain t-shirts, and plastic slippers. No personal belongings, no pillows, no mattresses, just a thin blanket and a towel. Each cell holds about 80 prisoners, sometimes up to 150. Each man is given less than half a square meter of personal space, barely enough to sit, let alone sleep. 2 toilets per cell, no running showers. They bathe in the same space they use as a toilet, scooping cold water from a basin. For drinking water, dozens of inmates share a single blue barrel. The cells are never dark. Floodlights stay on 24 hours a day, and prisoners cover their faces with towels to block the light so they can sleep. Every day follows the same grueling schedule. At dawn, guards wake them with commands barked through megaphones. Breakfast is beans and rice, eaten by hand, sitting on the floor. Lunch, more rice, maybe pasta. Dinner, beans and rice again. Meat is a rare luxury, and malnutrition is common. For 1 hour a week, under armed guard, they are marched outside for exercise or Bible lessons. The rest of their time is spent sitting or lying on steel bunks stacked 4 levels high. staring into nothing. And then there are the tattoos. MS-13 members mark their loyalty with bold 13s, Roman numerals, and intricate designs covering their faces. Barrio 18 members wear 18, 666, or symbols of death and the devil, teardrops below the eye, each one a life they've taken. Spider webs across their elbows and necks, showing years trapped in the system. Look at them closely, and you see more than ink. You see emptiness, no hope, no future, only survival. But Secot is not just a prison. It is a symbol of El Salvador's war on gangs, and one of the most controversial experiments in modern justice. Some believe it saved the country, turning one of the world's deadliest nations into a place of safety. Others believe it is a human rights nightmare, a place where even the innocent can disappear. And in part 2, we'll take you deeper into the isolation cells, the mental warfare, and the question the world is asking: is this truly justice or something far darker?
MS-13 and many other gangs. These are animals.